Face here. Wanted to have a quick conversation with the community about the community. Not anything that hasn't already been touched on before, but I thought maybe I would give my 2 cents. There's three things that I really wanted to kind of touch on. Tryhards, build diversity, and integrity. Probably going to go in that order. These tryhards, it's the alpha dog syndrome, if you will. They gotta be the biggest dog, the baddest dog. Their shit don't stink. And if you drop them, then you're trash. You're the one that's garbage. It has nothing to do with your skill. It has nothing to do with the build that you're running or the way you set your build up or anything like that. You're trash. It's the same thing with these agents out always wanna 1v1. Now this is a team-based game. Why do I want to waste my time 1v1ing you? Because then we're gonna get into a completely different issue, where if I do accept your 1v1, well then there's rules and regulations to that. You can't run certain gear sets, you can't run certain weapons, you can't run certain talents, and it's ridiculous. I mean, it's those people that get melted out by a team that go into game chat and come back at you with, well, 1v1 me, bro. Why don't you 1v1 me? Meet me at the alley. Let's 1v1. Get out of here with that shit, man. Get you a group and let's fight, team on team. But these tryhards are everywhere, and there's not a night that we go into a server that we're not pissing somebody off. My clan and I have a saying that if you're not pissing someone off in a night, you're not doing something right. So it's those people that make it very aggravating and very agitating. And it's these same people. Okay, so right now, me and my clan, we're doing this thing that we're calling Rogue 3.0. And it's pretty much, you're at a point in the game where you have everything. And I'd like to think that the majority of the community is kind of at this point as well. But you have everything you need and everything that you want. You got the guns that you want with the talents that you want. You've got the gear that you want with the stats on it that you want. Everything is optimized. So what we're doing is we go rogue and we fight until we die. And that's just what that is. I'm showing you a video right now where we literally stay in one spot and we fight. And we may melt you 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We might not melt you at all, but we're going to continue to go rogue and we're going to continue to fight. And yes, you're going to get us. You're absolutely going to get us. And we know that, and we expect that, and we accept that. But you're going to get melted a few times, and then once you finally get us, you're going to stand over us and emote like you did something. Why don't you just, respect the fact that you came across, a solid group that was able to do what we just did, instead of, being a tryhard about it. We have to explain this. We have to go into game chat and explain this. Look, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here. So keep coming out. We're not gonna spawn trap you at the damn checkpoint or anything. As you can see, we're a good distance from the checkpoint. We're gonna let you come out and let's go. But these tryhards won't accept it. They will not allow this. You're cheating. You're garbage for doing this. And it just doesn't make any freaking sense. It's also those same people with the build diversity that are complaining, there's not enough diversity in the game. Everybody's running 1, 2, 3 certain gear sets. If you want to go back to 1.8 before this previous patch, 1.8.1, 1.8.2, you have your striker, your predator, and your nomad. And Was Predator and Nomad irritating to go against? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But there were counters for the Predator. I mean, you could drop a box, you could have a reclaimer in your group, that you could bounce in and out of their box with. You know, the you have your medkits, you have candy bars, and instead of setting a build up that really is capable of countering certain aspects of other builds, you would rather bitch, gripe, and complain about it. And that's been the norm through this entire life of the game. You would rather bitch, gripe, and complain about it than set something up and win. You know, but the diversity is way down at the moment, and I understand that, and everybody else understands that. But that's just kind of where the game is at the moment, and this is what we're having to deal with. My opinion, 1.7 was by far the most versatile as far as diversity. You had the ninja bag, which gave you all kinds of possibilities, and it was a lot of fun going into the dark zone because you never knew what you were going to come up against. You had no idea what any of these other agents were going to be running. And what you're watching right now, I'm a reclaimer build, and if you see here, I'm running it with a pulse, and I'm not a DPSer. I'm a support guy. You can go look at my profile. I barely have over 750 road kills. I don't even have the commendation for manhunt kills because that's not my place. I'm not the killer. I'm not the DPSer. I'm a support player, and I support my team, and that's exactly what I do. I let my DPSers get out there and do the killing and get the kills and all that neat stuff, and that's just what it is. But when we come across a group that we melt a few times, why is it that I'm the first person that they attack? Oh well, if you didn't have a healer with you, then we would just be rolling right through you. You can do all that kind of stuff with a reclaimer on your team. Have somebody in your team run a reclaimer. You're complaining about a skill build, the easiest person in the group to drop, and you're going to complain about the skill build. I'm not even a healer. Like I said, I run it with a pulse. So where's the issue? And as you can see here, I've got a guy in my group right now that's running a final measure. So I don't understand the people that scream diversity, but if you get beat by somebody that's running something other than the meta, then you're trash, you're garbage. And that's an issue. That's an issue in the community. It doesn't make any sense. Don't complain about not having something when you could run it. I have a build video up right now of the exact build that I'm running in this video, and this is the build that I run every time you see me in the dark zone. This is what I wear. I've been a reclaimer for the longest time. I'm a support player. I've been a support player for the longest time. It's just where I'm comfortable at. This is what I run. These are also the same people that help kill the diversity in the game, and also have an excuse for absolutely every death that they have. Well, you're garbage without your striker being at 100 stacks, or you're garbage with your predator set. You're bleed reliant, or you're garbage because you have your nomad proccing 15 times, or you're garbage because you have a turret with you, or it goes on and on and on. Or you're throwing grenades. It just doesn't matter. There's an excuse for everything. And as far as integrity of the game, you or just integrity period, in the life of the game, we've had to deal with a lot of cheaters, a lot of exploits, and it's those people that give everybody else a bad name, because when you do come across a legitimate team and you get melted out, you can't accept it. Like that's where the alpha dog crap comes in. The try hard comes in, because now all of a sudden you're a cheater. You know, there's no way you could melt through me that fast. I've got 650 toughness. You know, I've got 7,000 firearms, and I'm stacked to 70. I'm stacked to 100 with my striker. There's no reason you should be melting me out that fast. You know, it's because of the cheaters that plague this game and will continue to plague the game. And don't think Division 2 is going to be any different, because when that comes out, it's going to be the same people that find a way to exploit the game, find a way to cheat in the game. And with integrity, it's not something that you just have in a game. It's a part of you. It's you either have it or you don't. And with integrity, there's like 3 levels of it. You know, lying, cheating, and stealing. We have the cheaters in the game that are lying to you and lying to everybody else and lying to themselves that they are cheaters, and they're stealing the time from you in having fun and enjoying it. You know, you either have this integrity or you don't, and that's just what it is. And it's sad, because that's not a video game thing. That's a personal thing. Like, if you're cheating in a video game, then you're cheating in life, period. And there is no ifs, ands, and buts about that. And it's really sad that that's something that people feel like that they need to do. Just, I don't even care if you're good at the game, you're bad at the game, you're just a sad person. And that's just what that is. And if anybody had any question exactly what integrity is, it's just doing the right thing even when no one's looking. So if that's something that you have a difficult time doing, chances are you don't have it. And it's pretty much everything that I really wanted to touch on with today's video. If there's anything that you would like to discuss, but feel free to leave it in the comments. I read the comments when they get posted. You want to send me a friend request, it's Face to Foot's my PSN. We are the original Wolfpack. If anybody had any questions about that, I apologize if you heard my pig throughout this video. Now you understand why I wear my mask. Please like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out my fellow Wolves channel, Bayou Boys, El Dominicano, and Major Richard. I hope you've enjoyed my Face to Foot style. I'd like to see you in the dark zone. Until the next time, peace out.